As political landscape grows more unstable as Rivers State Governor Siminalayi Fubara defects to the ruling All Progressives Congress. You're welcome to the stand. This is City Stand, and I'm Michael Ademola. It's another beautiful edition, another beautiful day. Yeah, a beautiful day to be with you on the program. We appreciate you all for staying glued to the channel. Of course, Michael Ademola, the anchor of the program, and my respondents are here with me to dissect important issues with me this morning. Like I do say on the program, both the reviewers and viewers are all reviewers. Thank you so much for joining me this morning in Mafidon. We also appreciate Gladys Oyabo for joining us in the comment section. To those who have been engaging us on the comment section, to those who are always there, to advise us, to also partake in what we discuss, we say a big thank you to every one of you. Thank you, Emmanuel Oguji. We appreciate you for joining us this Wednesday morning. Thank you so much. Of course, Christmas is around the corner. Christmas is in the air, right? That's what it says, it's in the air. And we hope we all have a great season together. I said the Nigeria's political landscape is currently unstable with the defection of Siminalayi Fubara of Rivers State. He is not the only one that's defected to the ruling of Progressive Congress or to another party. The Osun State Governor Ademola Adeleke has also defected officially to Accord Party. He has officially jumped the People's Democratic Party and joined Accord Party. We shall be looking at all this this morning. I have to move to the comment section to acknowledge the presence of our esteemed viewers there. I'm seeing you on the screen, but I have to go to my phone and acknowledge the presence of others this morning. Gentlemen, my good morning to you. How are you doing?
Very well, good morning.
How are you doing, sir? Wow. Another great day at this time.
Exactly. It's a Wednesday. Christmas is fast approaching, we must say, and we thank God for life. Greetings to all our esteemed viewers across the world. Good morning.
All right. Listen, how are you doing?
Mike, I'm feeling high now, as Rastafarians would say, because for life alone, we should be happy. We have life, and we are healthy, and we are ready to go. Wow. And there's no better way to say it than to say good morning, Mr. Mike. Good morning to our esteemed viewers globally, and good morning, Nigeria. Thank you for being there. Right. We love your support. Merry Christmas to every one of you.
Merry Christmas to you viewers. I say Femi with his heart. Heartman, good morning.
Good morning. Say thank you for joining us once again. And thank you, Mr. Michael, for having us this morning. May God continue to be with you as you usually be with us on the City Stand. We are very, very appreciative. And our end of the year party that is coming, we promise that it's going to be a very tasteful one, the one that you will enjoy. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Good morning, Mr. Mike.
James John, how are you doing?
I'm very good. Good morning, our most revered viewers. Thank God today is 10th of December.
I thought you wanted to say thank God it's Friday.
No. We're in the last month of the year, and we're already in the season of celebration. I want to use this opportunity to thank all our viewers for their support, particularly towards the end of the year party. We want to immensely thank you for all that you have done to us, and we pray that our celebration will not cease in your life. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year in advance.
All right, Siminalayi Fubara has revealed to us that his decision to leave the People's Democratic Party was driven by the party's failure to protect him during the political unrest in Rivers State. Should that be the reason Siminalayi Fubara dumped the People's Democratic Party? We shall be looking at this morning. All right, Ezenwo is here with us this morning, and we say good morning to you. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the great stand. Yeah, city stand. Also to Gladys Oyabo, who is also here with us. We say thank you so much for your consistency. She's always here. Yeah. 365 days.
Yes, not only being there, punctual. If you're not the first person, you'll be the second person.
Ralph in the United Kingdom has also joined this league. Yeah. He has joined the likes of Mrs. Gladys in terms of punctuality. Yeah. Ralph, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Yeah, we were on phone conversation for like 3 hours yesterday. Mr. Ralph, thank you so much. And I really appreciate your advice and encouragement. May God continue to bless you. A quick one to Oye, maybe this morning in Canada. We really say a big thank you for your donation as regards the Christmas party that is coming up this Saturday. Thank you so much. Please let us clap for him. Oye, maybe we appreciate you. Thank you so much. Also to Oli Givenchy, United States of America. Thank you so much for your donation as well. 50,000 naira coming from these people, very beautiful viewers. We really appreciate all of you, and to the ones who earlier donated, likes of King Henry, Odulade Taiwo, Edeji, many great, Mrs. Clara, Mookie Gray, many. Still going to remember some of the viewers. I say a big thank you to all of you. May God continue to enrich you. May God replenish your account and your pocket. Thank you. Now, to the Nigerian Tribune newspaper this morning, we have it still on politics. Politics this time around. Fubara joins APC, PDP loses southeast. PDP loses out in southeast. Adeleke joins our party. We have said it here before. Adeleke, governor of Osun State, has joined our party, which means he has officially dumped the People's Democratic Party. We are wondering where Adeleke will defect to. Accord. As some people said Apia, some people said Accord, some people said he joined African Democratic Congress Accord Party. But now he has joined Accord Party. Was that a good move?
Yes, it was a good move. When you look at both left and right, and you say there is no way you can go again, then you look at the closest, destination that can pay you. And the way APC, the way they are playing their game in Osun State, if it's not properly monitored and play well, Adeleke will come back as a governor, because this time around they are trying to play the game of hatred. They refuse to let the past, they refuse to let the bygone in the case of Omesore. They have issue with Omesore from the beginning, and it has always been like that. Having issue with Omesore has never been a good, thing for this political class. From AD, problem of AD started from Osun State, Bisiakade versus Omesore, and when it want to get worse, it's also in Osun State, Bisiakade versus Senator Mudisolu Akinfenwa. That was the end of AD that time. So if proper care is not taken, they may still lose it at this moment, because the Bible say, this Omesore that you are looking as a wicked man today, or somebody that has been accused of a killing of Bolage, he has not been convicted. It's just your belief that he was the one that killed him, but there is no judge, the man has not been convicted by any court of law. It was a political, crisis that happened. And when something like that happened, people, the political gladiators know how to come in, so that they will not be the victim. That's what I'm saying. Bisiakade versus Omesore, that time, everybody know that Bolage know about it, and it was obvious that Bolage was siding Bisiakade. People usually forget, things easily. Have people forgotten the death of Honorable one honorable from Ife, Honorable Ayola Gbaju? He was a supporter of Omesore. The man was killed questionably. So it was after the death of Honorable Ayola Gbaju that we had the death of Bolage. And when you look at the death of Bolage, there are so many things that link to the death of Bolage. Everybody know why the all security architect say we want to go and hit. So people can trace so many, things to the death of Bola Ige, not necessarily because he was having issue with Bola Ige, not necessarily put it, on Sufi Yola Omisore. And if you want to play a particular game, please play it 100%. Why dining with devil? Why you know that Omisore is a devil? You were the one that killed Bola Ige, but you needed his help in 2018. You ran to him, you ran to devil. You were able to dine with him that time. You are able to dine with Omisore in 2018. Now it's time for him to come and aspire to become governor. You're looking for some calculative move to cut him off. This thing will not pay APC because Omisore will not stand in that APC and work for another candidate that emerged apart from him. If you don't give him, a plain grant to play his politics, to participate in primary and lose out genuinely, not technically screen him out. Use some political, a gimmick to screen him out. It will not stand, it will not go down well with him, and it may spell doom also for APC because Omisore hold the ground of Ife. That is the truth of the matter. And if you look at the politics this man is playing in Osun State now, Adeleke, nobody will not want somebody to come, a governor to come from their side. Go and look at Ede. Almost everybody are talking about Ede. You see this family, they take Ede as their Jerusalem. And before they think of everything, they think about Ede, they prioritize Ede. When they want to choose a site for our secretariat, his late brother, Isiaka Adeleke, choose Abere, which is Ede land. They are now fighting on top of it that when you call Abere, don't call Osogbo. Abere is for Ede. Now, his brother came, he wanted to relocate Aerodrome, our airport in Osun State, from Ido, so he want to relocate it to Ede. You can see that almost if it is possible for them, they will have removed the capital of Osun State to Ede. So that's why the majority of community, they are aspiring for their son to become governor. According to what we hear, unverified information said that when Oni went to Ede, he called the politician around and said, "Are you mad? Go and look at Ede, see what Adeleke is turning Ede to." So this time around, we have to do it with our eyes open. And when you now screen their illustrious son out, I wonder what will be the reaction of people of Ife at this moment.
All right, I'm still coming back to you, to Osun State. Femi, let's quickly look at PDP. I call the faction of Fubara to the ruling of Progressive Congress the master of all defection. I don't know if you agree with me. And since PDP has totally lost control of its internal power structure, Fubara said PDP was not with him when he needed the party the most. But what really happened? Why didn't he get the support he wanted? He said the party failed him.
Well, what really happened is this: PDP has little thing to do. Even if they do up to, with their power, maybe they perform optimally that time. I don't know, but PDP has little they can do. Maybe they are forgetting that PDP is dealing with wicked and insider enemy and Tinubu, backed by Tinubu. So when you are dealing with Satan and demon at the same time, okay, what do you want to do? There's nothing you can do. When Yoruba will say, there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing PDP can do. At that moment, they have been held at the jugular, some people will say. So, I don't want to agree with the Fubara that PDP don't help him when he need help. What will PDP do? PDP that has Wike, a strong member. The problem is that people usually afraid to face, the reality. The reality is that Wike is a strong member of PDP. When Wike sneaks in PDP, almost all the members catch the coast. How they took Edo, people have forgotten that it was the function, it was work of Wike. How former governor of Cross River, Ben Ayadre, left PDP and joined APC. It was because of the flexu of Mesu of Wike. When Wike flex Mesu in River State, it affects Cross River State, and the man has to jump from PDP to APC. I think that was when the problem started. So when you now have somebody like that as internal enemy collide with somebody like Tinubu or Talesile Kofotita, then what do you want to do? That's what the PDP can do at that moment. So, but me, I don't have problem. You know, I've been saying it for a long time that Fubara, the next joker he can play is to join APC. And some people think maybe I've been sentimental. We are talking about reality. Nobody is talking about moral now. Moral ground now. There is nothing called moral in politics now, in Nigerian politics now. Nothing like integrity. We are talking about the next joker to play. The next, right? Okay, when they are okay, when a kidnapper kidnap you and they taking you along the bush road, you will not be saying, hey, this road is not that. This is not a normal road that somebody should be taking. But you go along the next direction that you have to follow. There's nothing Fubara will do, and I've been saying that the next step for Fubara is to cross to APC, and that's what happened.
Was his move a politically driven move? He said he felt to protect him. Was it really about lack of protection, or it was a calculated move?
That was a political statement.
Ahead of 2027 election.
I want to reduce that comment from him as a mere political statement. Everybody knew, that we all knew the drama that played out in River. We were all here when the fracas started between him and Wike, and Tinubu took advantage of the loophole and came in. And I felt he has made a bold step now. You understand the federal might that Wike was exercising in River, we may not see it again if he really plays his game well. Of course, we knew there was crisis in Rivers, but I want to believe, in PDP, I want to believe that wasn't the reason why he defected to APC. He was faced with conditions, his hands are tied. He was in dilemma, conditions that are not favorable. The only one that seems favorable, the best option is what he has taken. And I believe if he, play his card very well, he may have his way with Tinubu. You understand? So it's purely politics. It's not about, politicians think about the next election. Every serious politician thinks about the next election. And then because you think of the next election, you look at, possible way. And I feel he has seen the possible way with Tinubu, and because Tinubu also is a desperate, person at the moment. Particularly if you look at what is going on, the entire South has been taken by APC.
So would you say Tinubu has perfected his game plan?
Of course, that's the game is going on. Of course, sure. Look at the whole of South, it has been taken. And then you see almost southeast. How many states are? That is what it is, and I believe. Going forward, we may see more of this defects.
I knew something was about to happen when those lawmakers defected to APC.
Of course, yes. No, it's not. I'm not surprised about what is happening because Fubara himself, since he has returned, some people have talked to him that this kind of a battle, just succumb and whatever they ask you to do, just do it so that you'll be able to at least complete your tenure. Otherwise, you will just waste your opportunity. This is your opportunity. Just use it and leave that place. Otherwise, these people you are fighting with, you can't win them. Maybe when all this, what's the name of that man from Bauchi, Bala Mohammed, where they were trying to, come in between. But eventually, when you look at it, that you will know that Bala Mohammed himself, when he gets to a particular state, he keeps short. There's nothing he can do again. He cannot move, he cannot go on again. Now, look at PDP now. They only left with four governors.
There's something I even need to ask you guys. Gentlemen, why is focus majorly on southeast, south, southwest?
Maybe Tinubu start his game from the charity begin at home that I must hold the south now. Because it's a dent on the image of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, how you lose Lagos State and lose in the last elections and lose in Osun State, and also for the hand of God that make him win in the River State. He lose almost, everywhere. He lose in the southeast, he lose in the south. So this time around, we want to hold his ground so that this one, you know, some of the things that this northerner usually come out, which I mean to condemn Tinubu is that he didn't win, he didn't see enough votes in the south. They usually talk about Lagos State and also state that he lost there. We are the northerner, we are the one that bring him in. So I think Tinubu want to work on that so that something like that will not come up in 2027. We want to work so that at least he will hold his ground in the south, so that they will not be mocking him from the north.
Yeah, I think of course because he's losing his grip in the north. You understand? And then if you look at what he's doing now, is how to solidify his support in the north central. You know, we've seen most appointments, tilting towards the middle belt. And the reason is because the middle belt over time, if you look at election over time, you will see that they have always been sympathizing with the south. Most times election, you will see that in the middle belt, they will prefer to vote for a southerner than to vote for a northerner. So I think he's trying to solidify the north central. And then if you put 6 states, let's say 6 states in the north central, or even 7, like part of northeast like Taraba, because I see the body language of the governor, is showing that he would also want to defect the APC. And then say you include north central Taraba, 7 states, plus how many states? 12 states in the south, or 18 states in the south. You see, it would have given him much, but I believe that is the calculation. And that is what we've always said, that, Tinubu from day one is about politicking. That is what he's been doing, politicking. You understand? That's what we keep seeing. And that's the permutation. That's the ways, looking at things.
All right, guys, before you go, the Nigerians are asking, what is Ibrahim Traore doing with our military men? Why is he still holding them down? Femi, is he not inviting regional war?
Well, I think this time around, Ibrahim Traore need to tread softly because everything has a limitation. I like him the way he showed that this is my territory. You can't invade anyhow. But at the same time, he needs to look inwards and contact, our president to know. Even if not contact our president, they should solve it diplomatically. Because I've been hearing some news that our 11 soldiers, they are going to be killed in Burkina Faso, and I smile. That's why some people with their some people will say we elect there. People know we need kerosene. So I think what Ibrahim Traore need to be to do now is to resolve the matter amicably, diplomatically, irrespective of anything that is happening. We are still Africa. Irrespective of what it divides us, whether we make alliance with Russia or we make alliance with America or it is France that we make alliance with, the bottom line is that we are still Africa, a black race. And whether it's a military that is ruling here or our democracy that is ruling here, or we say we want to form Sahel or whatever, if we make any, irrational move in that regard, it's going to be the regret. He himself personally will be regretting and say, "What's all this for?" So I think they should resolve the matter diplomatically and amicably.
11 military men still held down in Burkina Faso.
But if you look at what that was being proactive, you understand? Okay. But he was being proactive, you understand, for them to evade their airspace. You understand? This is a man who already knew that France are after him at all costs. If you look at the romance between Tinubu and the Macron, they may have a bilateral relationship, towards that end. So I think he's being proactive. He wants to, ensure that France does not, use every possible means available to get at him.
All right, okay, let's quickly check out this report. Yeah, this is coming from Sahara Reporters this morning. Burkina Faso releases 11 Nigerian officers detained after controversial Air Force landing. Wow. The officers, 2 crew members and 9 military passengers were aboard the Nigerian Air Force NAF C-130 that landed on Monday in the western city of Bobo. Burkina Faso has released 11 Nigerian military officers detained after Air Force transport aircraft. After Air Force transport aircraft made what the authorities described as an unauthorized landing in the country. Officials confirmed on Tuesday. All right. So
I think it was emergency landing. Maybe they have, I think it was. And congratulations to Ibrahim Traore.
Congratulations to Ibrahim Traore or our military men.
Our military men also. No, I said congratulations to both of them. But most likely to Ibrahim Traore, because of what some bad egg, we expect that we should have trouble in that area. But I thank him and I thank God on his behalf that he looked inward.
He applied wisdom.
And he applied wisdom. Thank you very much.
What would have happened if he's still holding them?
Well, I don't think he will even do that. Nigeria is a big brother. Forget about all we are saying about insecurity and the rest. I can tell you Nigeria is still a big brother, particularly in West Africa. There is no country in West Africa that can face Nigeria militarily, but that country is not there.
Even Burkina Faso.
Burkina what? They know it's a reality. At the moment, it is a reality.
And the backing of Russia.
But if Russia is passing us, we have backing of France and UK. You want to cause problem now?
Even USA now.
The whole world will condemn him if you do anything to those soldiers. The whole world, I'm telling you. That's not how to do things.
They are not there to terrorize.
No, they are not there for emergency. So if you do his fact,
I like what he did. He was proactive.
Thank you. You know, that's why I said that he has right to say to question them, what are you looking for? Now, after the whole investigation has been done and they discovered that they don't mean harm, maybe it was an emergency landing, then he did the needful. I thank God for that.
How many encroachments have we intercepted in this country? How many? You said he was proactive.
Yes.
How many are?
You see, we have always been reactive. We are not Nigerian. Most of the challenges we are facing, particularly the borders on security, these things are allowed to fester because we are not proactive. We only wait until it happens before we react. That has always been.
And Mr. Michael, let me tell you one thing. When you are having internal crisis, when you are having internal crisis at your home, that is your own problem. When another person wants to interfere from outside, okay, you will see the other side. At least recently, I've not heard that maybe any country around us want to encroach us. Maybe Benin Republic, they know that they cannot bear it. We may be romancing our terrorist brother in Nigeria here. Somebody may kidnap us. You may say, "Hey, okay, bring the money, take the money." If anybody come from outside, I don't think all these countries that when we wanted to invade Niger, who are the people that came out? It was the Northerners.
Yes, Northerners.
It was the Northerners that said, "Hey, Niger, they are our brother. Don't go there. If not, we will bombard Niger Republic." What do they have in Niger Republic? If Nigeria, that's why if Nigeria is dying, or there are some countries know their level, they will not try to encroach us or try to invade us in Africa. I'm not talking about superpower. And Yoruba will say, it's a bit old. When we march to any of those countries, they are in trouble. Even their moral, because nobody will resist them there. In Nigeria, yeah, they'll be resisted. They will even call before they shoot people. I mean, nobody will call them. Kill them. That's what is going to happen. And that time you will know what is meant to, what do you have Nigeria army? You will know what it means.
All right, thank you so much, Femi. James John, thank you. Oh, yes, good morning. Welcome to the program. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you. How are you doing again?
Excellent.
Let's quickly talk about River State politics. Finally, Fubara has joined the ruling of Progressives Congress. We were here earlier this year talking seriously about the situation in River State, talking about the political unrest. At some point, you said Jonathan should come out like a lion, or what do you call it? A beast. Beast. It seems that the beast has surrendered at the end of the day. Oh, what do you have to say? Did he defect to APC for his own ambition or for the state peace?
Mike, let me tell you, we should also understand there's political coup that's going on within some states in Nigeria now, especially in the south and southeast. That's a political coup. That's what I'm saying, and it was properly initiated. So you can see even after the suspension that was highly condemned, when he was restored back as the governor, the House also initiated another crisis And I said yesterday that if it has come to that point that they will not allow Fubara be, the best thing for him is to decamp to APC. I was surprised this morning. I saw that he has become APC. In fact, I saw him singing, "On your mandate, we shall stand." You understand? It's not, Mike, let me tell you, there might be a lot of things that we do not want to explain here, you know. But I can tell you that that is part of fight back, you know. That's a sign of fight back. Yes, I said it very clearly that it is better to die in the house of God, a sinner, than to die in the house of Satan, a righteous man. That's a good move by Fubara. Then let us see whether he will actually have peace now that he has direct contact with the president. But what we are seeing does not guarantee a total success of Bola Tinubu re-election plan, because these are part of his plan.
But they have succeeded gaining ground. They have succeeded in gaining ground in the states.
Of course, now that's what I'm saying. But Mike, he still have a way of repeating
that was a perfect assignment.
I will call it. You come also, you are busy muzzling people to join APC.
That's why I said he has succeeded.
That is not success for me until we saw the result clearly that he actually won free and fair election come 2027, because they are the one that initiated, and maybe they have find out that more reason why he wanted Wike to be on his side, the president himself.
Oh yes, come to think of it, Wike has not decamped to APC.
Very dangerous.
And for what has decamped? What's really going on? What kind of game are they playing?
Very dangerous. Wike still want to collapse PDP structure, the remains of PDP structure to Bola Tinubu. That's why he's still hanging there. You understand? So he has to wait until all the voting is being finalized, then he hand over the structure of PDP to Bola Tinubu 2027. He said it very clearly that I am Bola Tinubu's political agent, and he is not hiding it. But the fear at this point is that it looks like the whole thing is very clear for Bola Tinubu re-election, with the presence of Atiku, trying to control the structure of ADC. There's no how 2023 will not repeat itself, and Tinubu is going to, and that has been our fear here. What happened in Rivers State was a calculated political move using federal might of Fubara to create a certain impression, and you can see very clearly that Fubara has decamped to APC. There was a local government election, APC. The entire house, APC. The commissioners, APC. Everybody, APC.
And does it signal the total collapse of APC in Nigeria?
Although we should be talking about democratic process. You are muzzling people with federal might, squeezing them to a corner, subduing them.
Are you sure it's something?
Of course, that's what it is. There's nothing.
But we're not seeing defections from the north.
Mike, we are coming to that.
But if you say Mike,
we are coming to that. I tell you something.
It's obvious. PDP has lost the Niger Delta.
Everywhere now.
Yeah. Even Southeast.
Even
you come
even
have been taken over by the ruling of.
Oh no, Mike. There's a one still remaining there. That's the governor of Abia State. That's under serious pressure to move to APC. And there's also Soludo there. You know,
I think this is banditry in politics.
I call it political coup.
Political coup.
Yes, you understand, because it was not the will of the people of Rivers State to become to APC. It was not a deliberate move to APC. It comes with a lot of pressure, manipulations, and all that. And that is the truth.
Why didn't he stand his ground?
But if Fubara has stood his ground, he experienced unlawful suspension, and nobody could say anything about it. You can see a whole beast. But let me tell you, Mike. Let me tell you. I said he should bring out the beast in him.
But he tried it.
But he didn't.
He brought it out.
He didn't. I said, if you look at my statement that I said, you should bring out the beast in him. But we saw,
it's not the Fubara that demolished the house.
We saw a lot of things.
So he brought out the beast.
No, Mike, I'm talking about, standing against the forces of the federal man. Then how did Wike did it against Buhari then? Do you understand what I'm saying? How did Wike stood against Buhari then? Already we are experiencing bad leadership in this government, and we are seeing governors decamping to that political party. Does that not send a certain signal to you? If the party themselves, realizes or recognizes, that they have thrown Nigeria into economic bubble, and you are seeing us, especially from the south, moving to this party, there is more to it. Unfortunately for Fubara, that is the best decision we can do. But for me, if I were Fubara and I go to a level, because see, there's no how Rivers State would not be divided. There's no how. But he chooses to be peaceful amidst intimidation, political intimidation. There's no governor in Nigeria that has been intimidated the way Fubara has been intimidated. They brought in a retired Rear Admiral Abbas to control
as the sole administrator of the state.
But let us see, because Bola Tinubu will want to use him to make sure that nobody escaped from Rivers State in terms of votes.
I'm talking about you. Just Mike, how would you describe this defection? Fubara, at the end of the day, has finally defected to the ruling of Progressive Congress. When he said presidency or President Bola Tinubu has been Muslim people, into the campaign to the ruling of Progressive Congress. Is the presidency using its power to coerce people, or to coerce governors into switching into parties?
Well, to a very large extent, the offerings are very tempting. Some of the background pressure that we may not be privy to can be very, very hard to resist in terms of the weight of the president. Don't forget, he's a man that has been very, very weighty, politically speaking, even before he became president. So as Commander-in-Chief of Armed Forces now, it's like the power has now tripled. That he can deploy at any point in time, and he has exhibited quite a number of such powers, including illegally removing Fubara without following due process at that time from office for 6 months and all of it. So he has deployed some of these tactics to a large extent. I agree with you in terms of the fact that he, at the background, he has a way of using all this power that he has as Mr. President to get whatever he wants. But having said that, I also believe that because we don't have parties with ideologies, we have more of what can I get, how can I still remain relevant, and all of that is what drives most of our politicians. So it is much easier that with little pressure people can cave in very easily. We don't need much too serious pressure. With little pressure people can cave in and give in to Mr. President to have his way, and he has been using that very well. Unfortunately, so the whole essence is not about the people. The whole essence of this movement is not about the people of Rivers or some of the states that we have seen this kind of defections. It's about the person, the personality of the people involved. What can I still get? How can I still remain politically relevant? Which for me is unfortunate. He has been using what he has to get what he wants. Fubara's case, I mean, I saw it coming. I've mentioned it on the platform that it's likely to move in that direction, and it wasn't too surprising when I saw the news yesterday that he has finally moved. He felt that what is the essence of staying in the PDP, coupled with the fact that the party that I would have even stayed with is now having issues, having about 3 factions as we speak. So it is not even safe for anybody to contest under the platform of PDP as it were. That one now messed up the whole issue. These are people that doesn't even have integrity in the first place in terms of holding on to what they believe in, and even if it will make them to resign honorably, they will do that. But we don't really see such a thing in our climb. They won't resign. They would rather join the party that they have always criticized. So that tells you that there's zero ideology in our political space. So we saw it coming. It's welcome. The fact that instead of being threatening by APC from time to time, I should go and meet them. Let me go join them. Wike as a person has left PDP. As I've always said, his soul has departed from PDP. It is only his body that is left. He's waiting to supervise the burial of PDP. That is his mission. So if let me quickly join, this is where your soul is. Let me go and meet your soul at APC, so that we can be in the same ship together.
Yes, it seems APC now is now a refuge for embattled opposition governors. What do you think would be the implication of this?
Mike, the implication of this is that our democracy is being sabotaged by the political godfatherism and political oppression, because it can be economy, it can be also politically motivated. But what we are seeing are their reasons. Yes, they will believe. I believe that there is a crisis in PDP, and Atiku has come out to say that it is the president that is sponsoring crisis in opposition parties, so that they will have enough reasons to carry out their mission. Well, if that's the kind of politics Party Tinubu want to play, to make sure that he wins second term, because that's where everything is heading to. It's not about Nigerians. It's not about good governance or leadership. They just want to make sure that, yes, in spite of all reservations Nigerians are having against this government, that he was not defeated. He is going for second term, and there's a clear-cut support from the entire South. we are talking about the north. We have not had any much thing from the north, even the middle belt. Because if you look at it very well, apart from the issue of security, which the middle belt are trying to run away from the core north, when it comes to politics, the core north have a way, of romancing the middle belt politically. Because some of those governors, the same thing that is happening everywhere. But the problem is this thing going to transform to electoral value at the end of the day? Will Nigerians say, okay, this government has done well, we are going to repeat them again in 2027?
All right, let me go to the comment section. Now says it says Fubara said himself, without Jagaban, there will not be Governor Fubara. Without Jagaban, there will not be Governor Fubara. His opponents were about to impeach him before the president saved him. Why are people grieving more than they believe?
We're grieving for what? What are we grieving? We're talking about democracy in Nigeria, sustaining democracy. But let me tell you, there's a way you will do it. See, injustice can spread. When you are seeing, when you continue to bring injustice into a system, when you continue to bring unfairness into a system, when you continue to bring and manipulate a certain process that people knows clearly that this thing is politically motivated, it has a multiplying effect on the society. That's what we are trying to guide. Are we heading towards one party system? What are we trying to achieve on this now? Why can't you allow people to decide where they want to be? They are using police, they are using institutions of freaking INEC and judiciary, and we are talking about allowing that. What? Go ask Fubara, he said his mind now, but he actually wanted it. They are the one that created it. Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Wike created the crisis in Rivers State deliberately. That's the truth.
If you didn't want it, why didn't you resign?
Boss, let me tell you.
Why didn't you
let me tell you. He might not be able to resign because he has the mandate of the people. He was voted for.
Under which party? Not under APC, but PDP.
But that's what I'm telling you now. He has the mandate of not Wike and Tinubu. No, he enjoys the mandate of the people. The electors themselves say, okay, this is what we want. Then they came back and said, there's crisis. There is this. The issue of how much you are going to get and the issue of how much you are not going to get. That you said a certain agreement that you will not do this. Okay, who did it to Wike? So the whole thing is very clear that it is not about governance, it's not about government, it's purely politically motivated. Nobody will tell me anything. If the governor went to the camp, let it be that he decided on his own without external forces trying to muscle him or suppress him. And for political reasons or whatever, he accepted it.
Because he's desperate to be on that seat, to remain on that seat.
My brother, it's not about this patient. Let me tell you.
Fubara has no option than to play along with them. Honestly,
wait. Listen, yes, you guys' team is correct. Okay, the only opportunity man. Okay, understand this thing. For goodness sake, understand this thing. In the history of a Joe and the people kingdom,
Has no option.
nobody, they have never ever produced any governor before. And this one, they managed, either by hook or crook, they found themselves in that position. Then trouble came, and he said he should. No, it looks like the man is a gentleman like me.
Is it possible to accept an offer you don't want?
Yes. You
If you are not desperate.
you can accept offer you don't.
Gentle, I want to shed light on this. Is it possible an offer you don't want?
Yes, it is likely. Accept it.
Okay.
It is likely you accept offer you do not want under a platform of you saw what the scenario, how the thing was played out.
Wike and his cause inculcate Tinubu. They played this in, and this man has to dance with that throne. Yes, it's possible because this man came on a platform that people voted him, and he didn't deliver. He wants to deliver. So the condition they are giving him now, no, governance is not by a party. To become a governor is not, governance is not by party, because I came to under this platform, under the platform of APC or PDP. It is what you have in mind to how to deliver your people. That is it. But these people forcefully push him to that party, not that it is his wish. Yes, it is possible to accept what you don't want just because to play along with them. Yeah, it is possible, I tell you.
Michael, please permit me to quickly buttress some of the position that Oyezi was speaking the other time, as to, because we mustn't lose sight of that, as to some of the dangers of practicing this kind of democracy. Some of the dangers is I think we should also not lose sight of. You know, if you observe Africa generally, of recent, we are beginning to see military coup coming up in some of African countries. Something that we felt we are done with completely before now. We thought our military coup is no longer fashionable and all of that. But of recent, we are seeing it coming up in Africa. People should try and find out what is going on. Practitioners of this democracy, as I've always said, are the one endangering our democracy, and I mean the practitioners. Because democracy on its own, much as I agree that there is no perfect democracy anywhere, including in the US, that we see as father of democracy. There's no perfect democracy anywhere. But practitioners of democracy, especially in Africa, has bastardized the tenets of democracy. All the core values of democracy is being pushed under deliberately because of their own selfish gain. Fairness, equity, justice, and more are part of what democracy stands for. People to be able to decide. That is why they call it government of the people. People being able to say this is the direction we want to go. The sanctity and the integrity of the ballot system, say so, is being murdered stylishly by practitioners of democracy in Africa. And there is nothing that endanger this democracy more than this. And I have always maintained that all that our leaders need to do, especially in in Africa, is to allow the people to own this democracy. And naturally, the military will stay clear. Allow the process to be free, to be fair, to be credible, and the military will stay clear because the people now own it. Any military person that interfere with democracy, it is the people that will respond, not even the politicians. The people will respond naturally because they own it. That is the direction they want to go. But unfortunately, we are not seeing that, and it is the same crooked politicians. All that they have blamed the military for in the past, they are replicating it again and again. And yet, they want to claim that the worst of democracy is still better than the best of the military, which I have found that is clear, false, and a lie from the pit of hell.
God bless you, Mike. You see why I don't agree with some of these things. You know, then they come and tell you, okay, I cancel it in Jesus' name. I cancel it completely. That's why I don't agree at all. But we are not about here to find anybody's ego, whether you are in the pit or whatever. But we are talking about a person, just like what he said. There are thousands of people in that river state that see clearly that what is happening in river state is clear-cut injustice. That anger will be bottled up. It happens elsewhere, the same thing. It happens elsewhere, the same thing. One day, it will explode. That's what they call time bomb. But what I'm saying is this at this point, that even in Benin now, where there is coup, Mike, there is still problem currently now because the military themselves have factionalized themselves. Everybody, like 3-4 groups now are saying, I am the president, they're all military men. And the people of Benin are saying they don't want this man because of France. Bola Tinubu is going to France every day. I said it very clear that he's the one. Macron pushed him to what is happening in Benin now.
Is to deploy troops to Benin Republic.
Okay?
And the studies have.
Okay, let me tell you.
Yeah.
There must be a danger.
Let me tell you. Bola Tinubu.
I'm looking at the implication.
Bola Tinubu said, no, who is saying that? Who is asserting that authority of Benin?
I saw them discussing.
You know that yes, give me troops. Who is ordering troops? Who is making you order troops in Benin? Of course, it is France. Your presence there can ignite. Yes, but let me tell you, you know very clearly that Macron controls ECOWAS. Go and fact check. France controls ECOWAS because they have more of francophones. They are the one controlling ECOWAS. But now, these things are doing in this thing. What if there are machinery from other places now to sustain the tempo against Bola Tinubu's military deployment? What do you think will happen? There's insecurity in Nigeria. But that is what he chooses to do. Nobody's going to question him. He's the president. But it is becoming very. And see, I believe that Bola Tinubu believes that money can solve anything. That's what he believes. He can buy anybody with money, and that's his own style of politics.
What's Nigeria's business with the crisis going on in the Republic? Is there anything the president is trying to gain?
You see, let us not lose sight of the fact that Tinubu, I think currently is the chairman of ECOWAS. And when we look at with the way things are going, you can't be a chairman of a sub-regional body and things are happening before your watch without acting. I think the incursion, so to say, of Nigerian military might into Benin Republic too, in foiling that coup, was as a result of Tinubu insisting that if we should allow this thing to fester, it might also fester to his own.
Tinubu is not the current chairman.
I know he has left. I think he left. At one time he was chairman. I stand to be corrected anyway. You see, when you look at all these dynamics being played out, you will see that Nigeria, Benin Republic, they are like a sister country to Nigeria. We've all had. We used to have bilateral relations all the way now. There has never been a time we had it bad until when I think it was during is it Tinubu or Obasanjo then, when Matthew Kereku came to Nigeria to come and seek some kind of a truce on bilateral relations. That was when the borders were open back then. So you know, Nigeria is a big. We have big importers of foreign goods, and most of these import goods, majority of them are being channeled towards Benin Republic, and it's a lot of money when we talk of the economic play to the coffers of Benin Republic, using their ports to to bring in goods through their land borders to the country, and it's so strategic. But whenever Nigeria sneezes here, the Benin Republic, the cash code. And I believe that all these could not have been unconnected with the age-long relationship we've had and we currently have as a country. And when you look at that, but when you now look at the dynamics that is playing out now, when we take into cognizance the current problem, security issues we have in this country, if President Tinubu could muster that military might in foiling a coup that was almost being successful, then I believe that that same energy could easily have been also deployed into the internal crisis that we are currently being faced. But that is why it becomes so, I mean, it becomes so bizarre to me as to where is Nigeria heading to. If we could save other people, other countries from being taken over by military adventurers, then what about the terrorists or these smugglers groups that are pillaging our land, our society, all in the name of trying to seek some kind of advantage that they don't have over the collective sensibility of Nigerian people. I believe that that should have been taken note of by the president, and also deploy the same might and the gusto with which he did one of Benin on Nigerian soil.
Mike, I just want to say something before I leave. I know my time is actually up, you know. Mike, can you Benin Republic economy, Lagos State economy is 1,000 times bigger than Benin economy.
Then what's the interest of the president?
That's what I'm asking, man. So he just interest. No, he has already seen this one. I just free something from me. Also, nobody going to resist me.
Does he have investments?
Boss, you see, I am telling you, he is telling, boss, if a micro economy like Benin, you know, with less than how many population and military might, and you feel that okay, you cannot send diplomatic team there to resolve, you quickly move an aircraft. Please understand what. Why didn't you say okay? When the North say don't bring military in Niger Republic, you would have said where? You would have gone there. Let us see what will happen. A tiny country that's not up to Lagos economy. You deploy military, deploy everything. Blah. No, he has not even solved the problem. There are more factions now. They have given ultimatum. More military head of state. About 3 of them has a mount. And they have not been able to see the Patrick Igri, the guy that led the first one up to this moment. They have all gone underground. And they're sending a signal to Nigeria to leave because the people are coming out for them. You can't be acting because what has Mike, I've told you the reason why France is fighting to make sure they don't lose Benin. I've told you. And it is on the same front that told Bola Ahmed Tinubu to attack Nigeria. He would have gone there now and see whether he will rest for 1 second. This is a clear case of intimidation. He doesn't see one small country where he won't go do paparazzi. He carry it, go. Okay, make the back well, Joe.
Michael, which kind of question with this? Do you know Tinubu's investment in Benin Republic? The president has so much investment there. Okay. We move down to other people.
That is not an issue.
Olawumi Yusuf, Oyeze, what has Tinubu done for you? I can see you are always bitter about him. Tinubu no send you.
Of course, you don't need to send me. You understand? Because I am not being represented in his government. So I don't need to send him too.
Antman says if Tinubu is buying everyone, who stops him? Who stops you from buying too?
Buying me?
If Tinubu is buying everyone, who stops you yourself from buying too?
I know home money. The money not in my hand. And one, I'm not a politician. If I want to be a politician, I will not play this kind of politics.
There's no African leader without backing of developing.
No, guys. Let me tell you, we need to understand it very clearly. Why are they sending France away from West Africa? That's the question you need to ask yourself. Why are they sending away? Why are we see experiencing military coup in West Africa more? There's something wrong somewhere. But I'm not should stop pretending about this and that and what have you. Have you seen any other country make any statement on what happened in Benin? It's between Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Macron.
All right, gentleman Mike, I do agree with your opinion of you this morning pertaining democracy. But the last thing President Tinubu will do is allow Nigerians to have a free, fair democracy or the election in Nigeria. How say these people are bitter because the coup failed? God bless Nigeria, the giant of Africa. All right, today he says he has nothing else to contribute in this space than jumping from platform to the platform to platform championing Igbo hatred. Okay, I think he's talking to Antman there. All right, we move down to Ordinary Tawo. Good morning to you, Ordinary Tawo.
Good morning, sir.
Victor Prince.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Boss.
Admit you, sir.
Mr. Mike, before he leaves, he must apologize and make correction about his claim about Imo being ransacked by Fulanis. The army arrested the criminals and they are all Igbos.
Oga, you can't be telling me that I should apologize to what? For something I know very clearly. Go and fact check. There was a BBC report in that regard. The issue how Buhari and on the rest of them did the Bago and created the Bubago. Am I the one that is saying it? Is there any BBC report on that? Where did they deploy those people with Bubago? Is it not in the eastern part of the country? Go and look at the genesis of the Tiger Bay, the Guantanamo Bay in Imo State. Who are behind it? Do you know thousands of Igbo that have been locked up in a secret dungeon in Nigeria? What are you talking about? Igbos are the ones. Well, you know they commit crime. Your tribe know they commit crime. Don't they commit crime? Is there anybody in this world? I don't know people in America that commit crime.
All right, Michael, it's a lie. Onese is right on the submission. This is from Odeze Chima. All right, okay. We move on to Williams Academy. I was expecting President Tinubu to make a great message concerning the statement of Donald Trump that says Nigeria is a state of particular concern. If he was a man, if he was man enough. Now, away from that, Fubara has finally joined the Rolling Up Progressives Congress.
Yes, you see, I've always said this. I said it on this platform that PDP is in a mobile state. I think today now I'm being dedicated with that statement. And I also equally made an assertion on this platform that the best way Fubara could save himself is to align with the number one person at the center, which he has finally done. And for his continuous rule on that number one seat of Rivers State, I think he has no other option left for him than to align with Mr. Tinubu. And he equally mentioned on this platform that Wike is probably his overriding influence on Rivers political space. Because if Fubara is tilting towards Tinubu at the center, then you could as well imagine what will also play out. Then, you know, don't forget also, Wike still has his acolytes in the House of Assembly of Rivers State. And he might want to also win the big stick through the connivance of his acolytes in the Rivers State House of Assembly. But which, you know, till now, Wike has not really given a categorical statement that is neck and leg deep in APC. He's just doing the actual job between a crisscrossing between PDP and APC. But I like the smartness of Fubara. He has already declared to APC, which means that if they are ranking, you know, I've been in politics for a long time too. I know what it is. If they are ranking now, he would have picked the membership card of the APC before Wike. And being a sitting governor also, they will first of all honor him first before Wike. That's how it works. That is how it works.
I think that's a smart move.
And it's a very good, smart and calculated move. You know, I
think he has betrayed the people of Rivers.
He has not betrayed. You know, the people of Rivers knows the dynamics. The thoughtful political elders of Rivers, they know that he is already in between the deep blue sea and the upstream. And there is no way, there is no other way, no option left for him to do than to align. They say if you cannot beat them, you join them. And the best way now, if you are now saying that I am working across purposes with you, being at the other end, but now we are not in the same umbrella, then can we still flow together? That's another dynamics that we have to look at. Then I think Fubara has acted well in this regard, and I believe that we came now will not be looking at this boy plays smarter, because he has already is already in the water of APC now, and whatever they are going to do, because anything that they are going to do in that state, they will call him among the stakeholders to decide what goes on in that party, because he is the sitting governor, and he will not open his eyes and allow a speck to enter into it. And whatever decision that is going to be taken that concerns the party in Rivers State, they will still consult with him. It's not like, it will not be like going to Abuja to say this or that, and that's how it works. And that's how, I mean, I believe.
Mike, what I'm trying to say is, is it the kind of democracy and that we actually wanted in this part of Africa, in this part of the world? Is that the kind of democracy Nigeria should be looking forward to? Look at, I think we are copying America in terms of our federal structure and system. I know that the Republican and Democratic Party are not the only political party in America. We can go and fact check. If we are actually modeling our system, our structure, federal structure and democracy after America, where are we seeing this kind of politics, being played to the extent, that even when it's very clear that the process is clearly manipulative, Nigerians, leaders, does not want and think twice that what they are planting now has a multiplying effect. And I keep on saying it. This is the way everybody kept calm when the issue of insecurity was announced in this country in the 1990s by CIA. Nigeria kept quiet. When Mazi Nnamdi started talking about Fulani herdsmen, Nigeria kept quiet. Now I see this type of democracy breeding in Nigeria. Nigerians kept quiet. During when Bola Ahmed Tinubu was not in office as president, go back and look at some of his statements as at that time, compared with what we are experiencing now under him. This is dictatorship. This is tyranny. This is a sign of an emperor in power. The South cannot resist him. Let him go to the North and say all of them become the APC. All of them move with command, like the way these people are rushing to APC now. Of what goes? Are we talking about dividend? But me, I am not interested in any party they be. But can this thing actually bring good governance to Nigerians?
You think this defection will get to the house?
No, Mike, I don't know, but I can tell you, let me tell you, I can tell you, he must have a way to settle them or find his way at the end of the day. But the fact still remains that the Northerners themselves, which Bola Ahmed Tinubu was part of the circle that destroyed Jonathan, does not separate religion from politics. Thank you.
You see, Mike, I want to say one thing. Long before now, we have been sold this government that the best military government is much worse than the worst democracy. And then we used to take it hook, line, and sinker. But that was under the toga of armchair theory. But today, what we are witnessing before our very eyes is that Nigeria is tilting towards a one-party state. And we have said it countless number of times on this platform, that unless we Nigerians will wake up from our docility and wake up to fight for if democracy is firmly entrenched, like what is obtainable in other progressive democracies, I don't think what we are being sold or we are currently being told to perform all in the name of democracy ought not to stand, because democracy is centered around people. people are the fulcrum upon which democracy works. If that fulcrum is not being recognized, and we say we are operating democracy, then we are making a mockery of ourselves.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yes. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you doing?
Good morning, good morning, morning. Morning to our people, morning to our people, God bless you.
Good morning, Mr. Michael Ademola. Good morning, our reverse. Thank God today is weekend, middle of the week. May good luck be with you people. Thank you.
Are you surprised that Fubara has joined the Realignments Progressive Congress?
No. I'm not surprised. I know that he will be there. Really, and he play. I'm not going to call it smart game. He have already first Wike to be there. So let me see what the role Wike goes to play on him or to say about him. Now that he have already become full member of APC, and Wike is half APC, half PDP. Where does he belong to? Now I know that Wike is trying to. He have already destroyed PDP. Let me say, there's no PDP in Southeast. There's no PDP in South. Who collapses? Wike. And also, being the president, Ahmed sponsoring, putting money, but are they going in right channel? Can they deliver Nigeria? Can they give the citizens of Nigeria what they want? If all of them. But if 2027 came in about the election, if they lose, what will they do? That's a question. If another party take over, win that state, what will they do? If they can do free and fair election, I don't think that APC will win. Another party can kick them out. All the PDP were things they have already died. Maybe we don't know. They will just manifest from one place to another, come out and raise up. What will they do? But I'm seeing it. 2027 election can be the end of Nigeria because the president and other political allies are not thinking about the nation. When they're thinking about themselves, the power they want to grab, this is what they're thinking. They are not thinking about the citizen. If they're eating or they're not eating, if things are moving fast, what have they produced in the nation? Nothing. Is it light? We cannot boast of light. We cannot boast of roads. We cannot boast of hospital. What I don't understand, say this is what they produce, what they have already did for the nation. Why all of them is sad are joining APC. I did not say anything. Oh, our fellow. Now the Northerners are still there in tight. Nobody knows. They have said 2026 goes to be another scenario movie of Nigeria. We don't know what the Northerners will bring out for 2026. We don't know the way. We don't know these people that in South and Southeast have already joined APC. Either they go to revert back to another party. We don't know. Let 2026 come.
All right, from the start of the political unrest in Rivers State, they've been supporting Fubara. Now that he has joined the Realignments Progressive Congress, are you still going to support him? Are you disappointed?
See, we are all disappointed. We are all disappointed.
APC.
It's like it's a season film. It was it's a script. When Fubara was visiting the president, France and in Asoro, you can see there was a language there. They oppose him. So you must do this thing. Wicked camp. You see, what are we talking about here? See, come 2027, you go be a dramatically change of hands of government, no matter what they are doing now. See, they are now the last setting machinery of ranking. This is what they are planning now. Plant all the government, let there be APC everywhere. You want to ring. We now aware that the ringing is not coming. Now we will not follow up. What about the masses? Can you force the whole Nigerian masses to your pocket when you are not doing the reality of ground? When the masses are suffering, there is no smiling anymore, insecurity, there is nothing to take home apart in this same government. Now all what you are doing is everybody APC, everybody APC. What about the 250 millions of Nigeria in abject poverty? Are they going to do APC? See, they're going to be a big thing.
And I believe Ike is not taking the end of the name called Nigeria, because uprising will arise. Uprising will arise because we are not favoring what they are doing. They want to impose on. You cannot force horse to be inside river and force it to drink water. Now Jagaba that was say is the masterminder of all ringer, but now it's not popular. His government is failing. Every day the flower is fading. Now you not bring another option. Everybody join APC. Everybody join APC. What about you? What about me? What about us? Because we know and we go vote. But now the brilliant machinery of ringing is now established. It's going to be dismantled. It's going to be dismantled. I'm telling you, we are Nigeria. We will speak. We will speak against him. We will speak against him. Now, there was a language yesterday. He was saying that people should bring their account number. They will bring 70,000 for them. How long? The account number of Nigeria out of Nigeria. And we are millions of Nigeria in abject poverty, in darkness. And you came, say everybody must be APC. How? APC is a zero home. The enemy to Nigeria is APC. The mastermind, you should go handle mastermind the fall of Jonathan. Now you came and now you saw the Murashi. You are not. ABC is evil. 100, nowhere to be found. Now Fubara, after the whole Mago administrative installing administrator illegality, now you now converse and convince him to join APC. What about the millions of Port Harcourt towns? Are they going to join APC? The game is over. You can see the hierarchy of the world. They are not there anymore. And we will know. We will change their hearts. What did they happen for that country? Nigeria will be the highest hope when it will happen. And we are many. How many are there? How many are there? How many are there? One day, the minority thinking that is the reality of the truth will bring the light at the end of the tunnel. And the days of Jagaba and the conquest are numbers. I'm telling you reality. It's number. Don't you see what is happening now? Okay, everybody, APC. What about us? What about millions of Nigeria that are walking in the streets looking for survival and there's no government? End of the day for Jagaba. Because now, okay, Fubara, okay, now you want to convince Adeleke. Now you don't ship. Accord. Let everybody go. You see, you want to replay the Siriaro of Obasanjo.
I don't think Adeleke was given a chance.
He went to Accord. See, let them be frank with himself. I know. He said the game is gone. He said the game is over now. I can see this writing. The game is over.
Okay, what party do you belong?
What party do you belong? I belong to Nigerian Voice.
Nigerian Voice.
Yes. Against you and your APC. We are millions of Nigeria against APC. The ruling party is a demonstration of craziness. They are evil. They are evil to Nigeria. Now, everybody.
Can you allow me to talk, please?
I will allow you to talk, but you are enemy to us because you are supporting the industries of Nigeria. The brutality of Nigeria, you are supporting it. Why? And you are not calling it down from there.
As you are. You should bury your head in shape.
How?
This your head.
How? Wait. The game is over for APC. We want to carry everybody for APC pocket. Enough is enough of injustice. You will see the scenario now. Tinubu and Kowoka, they will take that battle. That's stabbing. They will shoot the heart of the corridor of power. Go to the say Nigeria will decide. Nigeria will decide against you and your super.
Now, so back to what I'm saying.
Okay.
You as a citizen of the country. Okay. What are your inputs in this country?
What are my inputs?
Yes.
Number one. What's the meaning of input? Number one. What's the meaning of input? 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 How to tell me? How long? How to tell me? What to tell me? Special advisor to Shagari. They want to elect him. Can you stand up and you how old are you? Now, now you say how old? I'm not the president. How old are you? We the team. It will not prevail. What are your inputs? What is your input? If you love your country, I'm not criticizing the country. You are not criticizing the government. I'm a government. The government is wrong.
He's talking.
Majority of Nigeria here know that the government is wrong. All of us here know that the government is wrong. And we're not telling you that, what about contributive talk? What about input? Where's the meaning of input?
Why, my brother?
Where's the meaning of input? It's against the fundamental human rights of all Nigeria. They stole it from us. Now our ass has opened up. Now we are waiting for that day. Are they up to 100,000? No. Against 270 million in abject darkness. Now we must see the light at the end of the tunnel. I must chase your ass. Go and mark it for you. I'm telling you right. God bless your life.
You see, they say my people perish because they lack knowledge. And I can say what this same guy that is behind me now, he was once APC. He was once APC guy. He was once doing there. And now they know that when they do this, when they do this, no more there. And this guy now, as it is, I've never seen anything this guy is presenting on the table that is good. All his own is complaining. Now, number two. At his own age, Party+Tinubu, a guy like Party+Tinubu was a special advisor to Shagari in his 30s, in his 20s, late 20s. What are you doing on the table? What about you? At your old age? At your old age, you and him who is older. What is your name? The Barbaric Republic. No, we are now. You are breaking it. You are introducing it. You are breaking it. You are introducing it. If you want to talk, you are saddened. But you don't never see anything good and say, excuse me, for a very long time. You are not here. I don't mean you. And what are you want barbarical level, we go into it. Barbarical level, we go into it. But let us speak the truth the way it is. If you want to speak, you speak straight again. Excuse me, stop telling him mistake. What about you? Are you not older than him? What did you have on him? What did you have on him? You are manipulating this. What did you have on him? Who are you guys? Who you be? How many are you? What do you have? What do you have? How many are you? You are bragging out here. That just managed to invite you for 2 days to go to God. The one that they missed. Can you bring up the paper? How? Were you able to process it? Were you able to process it? Or do you have? Do you have? Where you come from? You have it. You come here and come be missing up. Yeah, to give you. No. You say I want to go. You saw them when they were very personal. I did not go personal. Yes, they not go personal. Did you call your name? Did you call your name? I really let him know where he's moving. And you are going far because you don't know what's happening. Like, you are going far. We are not preaching for any candidate in this platform. We are giving them, everybody has a balanced information. The information is bad. Say that not the way on this social is totally bad. And we are not support that. The government is bad. I know. I said this is the party. This is the party to ask the caliber. Both Chad is angry with the government. Both Chad in Nigeria is angry with this present government, and we are supporting here. Iniquity in the high places. What are we talking about? Okay, now you fail. You want to draw everybody to your pocket. Is it possible? Is it impossible? Jagaba is already a failure. If you get one Jagaba, it's already failure. Get one Jagaba. You never get it. You have Jagaba. How is your life? I cannot get it. I cannot. You have Jagaba. How is your life? You say I should not talk. But they are still so low. They are going way low. They are still so low, right? They are still so low. The president here I have, I know my president. I'm not all these whalers. I'm not the whalers that don't even know anything. They will just come and start dishing out
The president I have is the one I believe in that will take me to a destination point in which I've been looking for. And anybody now that come and start crying that is at some peril, if you like, when you get headache, we will give you Panadol for your headache. And I can tell you, destination the president is going.
Have you seen the latest development?
What is the latest development?
In River State.
In River State, yeah, Fubara has they have finally joined APC. And that is a good leader. That is a handwork of a good leader. That he can bring Fubara and Wike together as one team. And they have been brothers before. And you see, when you're talking of leadership, they don't buy leadership in markets. You have to, learn it and acquire it in your brain. And that is what they are lacking. Because of these people that they are just backing, that is what they are lacking. The leadership, you don't buy it in markets. And that's the leadership the president have. And that is the leadership the president will be able to build a lot of people, build successors. It's not about we are coming here, we're talking the Jakarta talk. No, we are talking the reality. You need to build people. Once you build people, those people will follow the brand leadership. Yeah, there is not money to brand leadership. Which money? What are you saying? You're continuing to say. You said they don't brand leadership in the market. I know. It's not using money to brand everybody. You see where is the money? It's buy everybody. It's buy everyone the money. Show us the money. Don't show us the money. Bring up. Straight up. Bring up. That's all right. Bring up. You are saying they don't brand leadership. I pay. You lack knowledge. You lack knowledge. You don't know what is going on. You can't pay us. You can't pay all of us. You cannot pay us. Our private speech that we are against you. The president has 12 million. Doesn't have to that were more enlightened than you. Yes. He has 12 million. We are that's okay. Excuse. Mr. Kunle here talk about leadership. Are you hearing me? He made mention of leadership. I've been listening to him. And that is where I want to come in. That leadership. Please, Mr. Kunle, if you are talking about leadership, Mr. Bola Ahmed Tinubu did not have it. Because leadership have characters. The characteristics of the leadership, number one of it, he must have a listening ear. A good leader must have a listening ear. A good leader must consider his people first before himself. A good leader, are you hearing me, must be a servant, not people serving him. They want to serve people, not people serving him. A good leader must have a humble spirit. Are you getting it? Not a humiliating spirit, which Bola Ahmed Tinubu doesn't have. Fubara today joined APC. Remember when we talk about this Fubara of 18 of bringing him back? I said something that Fubara have already. That's why I don't know if this record of this. Do you used to keep it? I told you I joined APC already. But what you are seeing in the physical is just a camouflage. When the time comes, you will see their reality. What is happening today? I think I said this thing some months ago. And now, what is happening? No, let us, when you are speaking, you need to think ahead of time. The thing I said, is you know what is happening today? You are saying. All of you. What I said against Kunle your mind. You change your mind. I didn't change my mind. I told you, family affairs between Fubara and Wike. And you guys developed hatred for Wike. You are not changing mouth. You are changing mouth. I am not supporting Wike, and I can never support Wike. There is something I say. When you are talking about bringing Fubara, I told you here that Fubara under humiliation and intimidation is already automatically an APC. But you told me, you, Mr. Mike, told me, but he's still in PDP. I said it doesn't matter. When the time comes that you will see this thing, I know what I said. I don't hide my. That is why I said, and I the other day I said, write the date down about state police, Because when it shall happen, when it shall come to pass, on this platform, I will still remind you what I said.
So for
That day, I said right today. Today now is Fubara, not APC. I told you then that it's already APC. They have already agreed and concord. Forget the scenario that you still remain in PDP. When the time come, we go see everything. No being don't happen. So I'm not talking. Now so I talk about it.
You said the faith to protect him during the crisis in the state.
The PDP failed to protect him. What do you expect him to say? He must say something to defend his action. Yes, it shows you that he's a man. He's not a man of integrity. Yeah. He's not a man of integrity. You cannot tell Wike. Let's assume it. When Wike was the River State governor, he faced serious different kind of this thing. He stood, he even take article. You see this place, I no go give am PDP. Although APC did not win the place, but they have made up his mind who to give vote. He did it and gave it.
Even in Osun State, PDP has lost Adeleke to Accord.
Yeah, because of what? The impunity of Wike in PDP.
Now Wike.
Yes, now Wike is yes, of many PDP governors. Is he not a member of PDP? Is Adeleke not in PDP?
He was a PDP.
It was. That's now you are using the word, but before it's in PDP. I'm not talking to somebody. Now listen to me. Wike is a problem, and I told you that the only thing that will, and I said it in this platform, if I'm not mistaken, that PDP is dead. Remember, I said PDP is dead. Until Wike leave PDP, that is the only way. And I told you that anything happening of PDP whatsoever is not for 2027. They are just trying to rebuild for other time, not this very way. This one that are the campaign from PDP is as a result of the virus person in PDP and no other virus than Wike. He was the one that destroyed PDP. Let us be frank. Fubara now, for him, as he said, to be protected and to be secured, he has to. Somebody have already said it. When you commit sin, come to APC, your sins will be forgiven. And that is why all these money launderers, all these criminals, thieves, you see them jumping PDP so that the EFCC will not come after them, so that they will not be exposed, so that they will continue to cover their sin. Yes.
All right, PDP is now left with just one state in the southwest. That's Oyo State.
Oyo State.
Yeah.
I think that's the extent of the failure these people have and their supporters. And they are crying wolf now because they ruin a lot of destiny. PDP ruins a lot of destinies of these youths we are seeing. And that is what led them to it. Because instead of building mindsets, they are giving them money, the additional money to them. PDP share the money. Look at how their life ended now. And everybody is complaining now. Say Tinubu is the problem. And I can tell you utterly, when you have a master strategy of politics, they don't buy them in markets. Even as I am with them now, I'm just as if I'm wasting my time with them. Because they knew who PDP was when they were romancing that PDP. And they are now a lost sheep. They are not crying wolf. And they are looking for somebody they will not diminish, they will not destroy in the president that walk his own way to become the president. And I can tell them there's always some fake news that comes from their mouths. Tinubu walked his own way right from when he was in a college in the US. From there, he started auditing. He audited Saudi Aramco, one of the biggest oil company in the world, and he got some shares bought in Apple, and he planned for his life. And these same guys that did not plan for their future, they are now coming up to diminish somebody that has planned for his political space. His plan for his, what's it called? He has planned for his life generally, I see, and he got to where he wanted to be, and you are now beefing him.
You guys, you should stop that trade. That trade, you are too young for that trade.
I want to say something.
I know you are bringing issues.
You see where you are bringing issues. See where I'm coming. I'm coming. Excuse me. Are you not please, let's calm down. Let's stop. You were breaking the me there. They were breaking the me there. I formed on you. I formed on you. You are a skeleton. Maybe hello. Sorry. No. Your life is all about. No. Thank you so much. Thank you. Your life is all about.
Thank you so much. All our viewers all over the world, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate your presence on the platform this morning. All right, so Anthem, say a big thank you to you, Babayaga. Thank you for joining us. Allow me, Yusuf. We appreciate you. Ordinary Taiwo. There's a chimas of Abiodun. Ademola. Thank you so much, Babayaga, Olu, and the rest of the viewers in the comment section. Thank you much. We appreciate all of you. Please, if you're watching the program for the first time, kindly subscribe to the channel. We'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.
How are you telling me? Ask God. You should go and ask God. No, they talk like that. I want to correct you. Stop that nonsense. Stop that nonsense. Stop it. You are older than God. This is something that children will be saying. Then you